Hey everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to my channel. Guess what? This is not a ukulele. It kind of looks like in the same type of box that a ukulele comes in, the same shape. But it's actually something that I've never played before in a sense. It's a travel or a mini banjo. So it's a banjo that's literally the scale length of a tenor ukulele, 26 inches. And the whole thing is only 36 inches long. So it's much smaller, much more compact than the banjos that I've received or played. So this should be really interesting. So this came to me from a company called ADM, All Days Music. They contacted me, I think it was on Facebook or maybe Instagram, I forget. And they asked if I would be interested in trying their product. And I said, sure, why not? So here we go. First thing I notice, one strap. Backpack straps are the best, people. I am going to just say that. Put backpack straps and already you'll have higher marks from me. And all of your people who buy these instruments, I know would like a backpack strap. So, having said that, this is kind of cool. Look at that. I like that. I love little goodie bags, and it's got all music notes. So I will definitely have to repurpose this if I take the items out and just put them in here. Because sometimes the bags that they come with don't exactly fit in the pouch, and you may not need to carry everything. So I am going to, I will put like timestamps in the video so that if you want to skip over the accessories, you can. So I'm going to put the banjo down, and we'll get to what I think about the bag besides the backpack straps in a moment. Let's open up this really cool bag. I like that. It says ADM for the musician and everyone. Okay. It comes with, feels like a very thick strap, which I will put on the banjo. Because banjos are very top heavy, and they really do need a strap. I'll have to open it after. I'll put it all together, probably after I stop the video, and because I'll have to tune it and all that before I give you a demonstration. It comes with a tuner and most likely the lithium battery that you need. It comes with an extra set of strings, and that's important because I've had a couple of videos where the string either popped when I was tuning it or it just came popped for various instruments, so that can happen. So these are steel strings because these are metal strings. This is kind of cool. It comes with a pickup. I've seen this pickup before, so it must be kind of like a standard in, you know, these lesser expensive pickups that you could stick on to your instrument. This is so you can amplify it or put it into a recording device. You would just stick this part on the back of the banjo, most likely, and then just put your plug, your 1/4 inch plug goes into here, and then the 1/4 inch out goes into the in of a 1/4 inch of an amp or a recording device or something like that. So there you go. I personally would not want to amplify a banjo because it's so loud as it is, and I'm still a beginner, so I would want it amplified, and I'm sure my neighbors would agree. But to record, it might be a nice option. And then lastly, you get a nice cleaning cloth. I like the orange. And just a little card that they'd love to hear from us, we the people. Oh, wait, I forgot. And you, oh, that's cute. You get some pics. I prefer metal myself when I play a banjo. However, sometimes the metal ones that I've gotten are not good. So this is probably a better thing to send. And you could always buy your own metal picks because they have different sizes and different materials, nickel and I don't know what else. So here is a pretty little thumb pick, which you need for banjo playing, and just your fingers. Okay, on a banjo you only use these 3 fingers. Okay, that's what I found out. Kind of cool. These are not bad. I might try it with these. All right, so I'm gonna put all this away and I'm gonna take out the banjo now. So here we go. As I said, only one strap, a thin handle. It's not, doesn't have, you know, cushioning, so it's just one, so you have to be careful. I mean, I think for something this small and lightweight, this case is probably fine. But don't drop it because it won't protect it. You need a hard case for that. All right, so it says ADM on the front, little pocket. And we have the Allen wrench, which you need to adjust the truss rod. If you ever need to, I would bring it to a luthier until you're comfortable doing this kind of stuff yourself. There are many videos on YouTube that could help you. And when I've run into problems and had to use it, you know, people are very helpful in telling you what you should do. Okay, this is so cute because it reminds me of the ukulele that's this size. It's got a REMO Drum Head, it said in the literature. And it's got a Sapele, which is like a type of mahogany, back, sides, and the back of the neck. And it said a maple bridge, but I don't think so because maple is usually, unless it's a stained maple, whenever I've seen a maple, not bridge, excuse me, whenever I've seen a maple fingerboard, it's usually, oh, I think it's the bridge that's maple. I think that's what it was. My bad. Let me start that again. So it's got a maple bridge here. Okay, and I don't know what the fingerboard is made out of. It's dark color, so normally that's like rosewood. Definitely not ebony on something this inexpensive. I like that they did this for the to protect the neck and the strings. Okay, and it's got that 5th fret. It's got the 5th fret, the 5th string here, and this is indicative of the type of banjo, bluegrass banjo type of tuning. It's called open G tuning, and you need that 5th string, and it starts at the 5th fret. That's a mouthful. So you have it starting at the 5th fret, and you only have 4 strings for your first 4 frets, which is always really weird for me, having never really had an instrument with that situation. So sometimes I think I'm playing this 5th string and I'm not. So you, as a new player, you just have to be very cognizant of this 5th string. It's got closed gear tuners. Okay, the truss rod is here, and there should be another rod, the coordinator rod, that goes all the ways up through the back here. And I'm not going to take this off because I don't want to take any chances on putting it back incorrectly. It's lined up really nicely, but you could use tiny screwdriver and take the back off. And some people stuff it with like cotton or old t-shirt or something to keep it so that the sound of the head becomes a little different, more mellow maybe, less loud. So right now there's nothing in it, so there's just air and space. But if you had to adjust that, you would take this off, and there's, you know, you can do the adjustment that way, usually using this tool. Now, interestingly enough, they did not include the tool that you need to tighten these. I happen to have that tool for some of the other banjos that I've been sent. I'm assuming and I'm hoping it's a standard size, because if not, that could be a potential problem if you want to tighten the head. They did not give you anything to tighten it with. This is, like I said, the Allen wrench for the truss rod. So I might tell that company they need to include that, because not everybody has a spare, you know, tool like that hanging around. What else? Just has the name, same like on the bag. What's interesting is most of the other banjos I've gotten, and even the banjoleles, which are the nylon string without the 5th string, just 4 strings, usually the bridge is not placed on here. So it's interesting that they did. So I'm going to be curious as how the intonation is. They claim there's 3 millimeters at the 12th fret so that it's low action, and it does look pretty good to the naked eye anyway. It's got some nice binding, white perloid or off-white binding here. I'm sure it's it's a plastic kind of nut here, which is fine. Perloid over here, but steel here, which is kind of interesting. A lot of times they continue it and put the perloids up here too. But it's fine too. It's an inexpensive banjo. I think it's $120. It might be the sale price, I'm not sure. And it's nice that there definitely has a REMO head, as you can see, REMO Weather King. I'm going to have to stop the video and tune it up. Yeah, that's nasty. So I don't know what tuning that is. So I'm gonna try to put it in open G, which is what it should be. I don't really know, being that it's a shorter scale length, if it's going to have to be a different tuning. That's a good question, huh? So I don't want to pop any strings, so I might have to just Google that and see what you would tune it to. So hopefully I'll be right back and I can do a little quick demonstration of it. I think everything else seems to, my opinion on it is, limited in my experience, but I have gotten quite a few instruments, and I like the way it looks. I think it's a pretty looking, Sapele is a pretty wood. It's got that nice sheen. Oh, and they seem to give you a lot, for the money. Okay, so you have ADM, All Days Music, mini banjo with steel strings. All right, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, it's a new day because I couldn't get the tuning correctly done on this because I was tuning it to C. I was afraid to tune it up to G, but they were very nice at ADM, and they responded back with a little video so I could follow exactly the pitch, because I really was afraid of possibly breaking the strings. But it is tuned like a regular banjo. I thought it had to go a little lower to a C tuning, and that just didn't even sound right. So I'm glad that I found out the correct tuning. Also, then I had to have a root canal yesterday, and I'm feeling much better. Having some teeth problems, 3 root canals in 10 months. So I don't know if it's COVID, but I'm grinding my teeth. So let's get started. I'm still teaching myself banjo. So this is called Lynchburg Town. You're not supposed to use fingers, but the finger picks, I just have fat fingers, and I have to find ones that fit my fingers better. So there you go, that's Lynchburg Town. I think the birds encourage me either to continue or to stop. That's Lynchburg Town. My nemesis is this 5th string. I wonder if that's what a lot of new banjo players have trouble with, especially if they've come from the ukulele world, which I have, which is the 4 strings. And this half that doesn't have it, my brain just has a hard time with it. But I'm going to keep persevering. So I'm just learning, but that's a Wahbash cannonball. Probably supposed to be played a little faster, but this is what I can muster about at my beginner's pace, I guess. Now with the banjo, you can also accompany yourself singing too, which I like to sing. So I'm going to try a tune. That was, by the way, from a book called Bluegrass Banjo, which I bought. And this is my first book. I bought 2 books around the same time to teach myself. And this is the Hal Leonard Banjo Method. I'm not advocating any, but they've helped me. So I bought that one too, because I could learn chords. This one is more about the picking, which is awesome. And this gives you a lot. This is called Rock My Soul. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my soul. So high, I can't get over it. So low, I can't get under it. So wide, I can't get around it. Oh, rock my soul. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my soul. So, I'm a beginner, and this is kind of cool because it's small and lightweight, so you can take it with you. Doesn't have backpack straps, but you can still throw it on your shoulder. And it's like a full-size banjo, but condensed. It feels like I'm playing a banjolele, which is about, I think I have a tenor banjolele that's 26 inches. And I bet you if I put them side by side, which I might do another video, maybe, if I have time, because it does feel, it's a little heavier, and it's got steel strings, but, you know, maybe it's not any heavier than the tenor banjolele, because it's still got the metal, you know? So I think, you know, this is nice and smooth. It's been pretty humid here, so it seems like if there was any kinks, they've worked themselves out. If it was any, you know, if it was dry, but right now it's smooth. And like I said, REMO Drum Head, they give you everything you need, and it's not that expensive. So if you wanted to try banjo, it's, you know, you don't have a huge investment. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks ADM for sending this to me and want to hear my opinion. So be well. Thanks again.